Andy, quite literally still catching our breath after that. What was your take on the action?
Well, to be fair, I think if we'd have come in at half-time 5-0 down, I don't think we'd have had any complaints because we were so bad first half. Probably the worst 45 minutes I've had as a manager at this football club. That's not taking anything away from Steve Evans' team. I thought they were excellent and they could have, I mean, they'd be disappointed they haven't gone in 5-0 up half-time. It was that bad. Second half-time couldn't come quick enough for us. We made changes. There's a few honest conversations said at half time. And the thing that annoys me is that, these boys put themselves in this situation and they don't need to be in this situation. And that was the bit that frustrated me. I said to them, whoever scores the next goal in this game will win it. And thankfully we scored it and we pushed and pushed. And we got across the line, and it was one of those Boxing Day games which you hope you're not involved in, but we was involved in it today, and thankfully it went our way at the end.
Each and every one of the 4 subs that you made had a huge impact in that.
Yeah, I don't like calling them subs because I think that's a bit of a disrespect to them. But, these guys are coming in to finish the game for us and win us the game and give us everything. And we've had that in abundance. The whole squad's chomping at the bit to get on the pitch and make a difference. And every single one of them did. And that's what we've got to make sure we do with the squad. We utilise the squad, and if someone's having a tricky day or not the best day, then we change them and bring on the guys that are ready to come on. And they did that. Look, there was a moment in the game I can't get away from. Their guy getting sent off was a big changer for us. And that was a big changer for us, and sort of knock the wind out of their sails and give us a lift just at the right time, and that was big for us.
Just never gave up till right at the end.
I won't let this team give up, Matt. Anyone that knows me, anyone that knows my character, I've been the underdog all my life, and I'm not letting this team give up. This team's, got something going on, and I've just said that to him in there. They can't put themselves in this position, and today they've got out of jail, and I will say got out of jail because the game should have been dead and buried. Steve Evans is going to have this place rocking every week. They won't have too many performances like that where they lose. So I look at that as getting out of jail, but I will say the character of my team shone through in that second half for sure.
And I know you don't like to single out individuals, but someone who's had to bide his time, he's been unlucky with injuries. Come on today, 2 goals, Ben Thompson, outstanding.
Tomo does what Tomo does. He's a goal scorer from midfield, and he's been waiting in the wings. He hasn't been quite right. He's been, we've had some honest chat to me and Tomo. He's been carrying this injury. It's not quite been where he should be. Today I just felt if anyone's going to get us a goal in that moment from midfield, it's going to be Tomo, and threw him on, and he produced for us today when we needed it.
And lovely scenes with the fans at full time as well.
I didn't see it. I was in the stand. I was coming down from there.
Of course, you could join. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, the fans. Let's be fair. We needed them today to get us across the line. In a place that's quite hostile and quite noisy. When they kept going with us. And look, we've got the result, but it's only a good result, Matt, if we then now go to Crawley and get a result. And that's how we've got to keep having this mindset. We've got to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And everything's not going to go our way all the time. And today it didn't go our way, but we got the result in the end, and it's massive for us. That massive.
And you talk about on to Crawley and 2 training sessions in between that as well, but same team twice in 2 weeks, unusual.
Yeah, unusual. It won't be the same situation we had at our place. I'm pretty sure of that. None of these games are. And I say to the guys all the time, this Christmas period throws up funny results, and we've got to make sure that we're on the right side of these funny results. The one thing I will say is that these boys have sacrificed their Christmas day, their Christmas with their families, their Christmas night, and they've all brought into it. And just those little things, where they sacrifice like that, you could say that the dice has rolled our way. We've got our rewards just by doing that little 1% more than everyone else.
Andy, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.